Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2, where we are in the Valhalla nursing home built for Odin and Thor of the old gods of Asgard. We spoke in our mind place to Odin, who expanded, essentially, he expanded her Saga's definition of what the mind place actually is, what her connection is to Odin and Thor a little bit more, what the clicker means, but also mentioned that Cynthia Weaver may have been taken, that she may have taken over the wellness center, and we might have to fight her. Which is a little bit unexpected because,
Getting in is forbidden, for your own safety.
Ati,
Time is long
where did you,
for those who wait.
where did you
In
come
the
from?
end, stand the test.
Sheesh, didn't see you there.
Whose room is that? That I can't get into? It goes nowhere? I've got my eye on you, Ati. Let's see how Mandy May is doing. Oh yeah, Mandy May is downstairs. I can search her room for bullets, for guns. Ah, exactly. I knew she was carrying bullets for a gun. And a lot of dream catchers. Some painkillers to dull the pain.
I don't have the key.
Okay, so I can't get into that room. I cannot get into Cynthia's room. Who's this? Norman, also downstairs. Norman, do you also have various handgun bullets and paraphernalia I can loot? You have nothing. Okay. Now that we've been mildly spooked by Ati appearing out of nowhere, to prevent us from going through a door to nowhere, let us quickly save our game. Ooh. Nope, that's the shoebox. And talk to Thor.
This is Tor's room.
But he's not here. Is he in the wellness center? Am I going to have to go into the
This place
wellness
is a
center?
mess. And Tor's not here. I need to keep looking. More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage?
Breakfast is out. Tomorrow will be eggs, toast, grapefruit, orange juice, tea, coffee. Service stops at 9. Lunch at 11. Tomorrow is borscht with oyster crackers. The other choice is stewed beef. I will have borscht. Cranberry juice or water is served as well. Service stops at 12:30. Too many eggs.
Okay, we've backed away enough. Let's see. It looks like I can talk to Rose some more. What's the wellness center?
What's in the wellness center?
Oh, that's where we provide our health services to the residents. We have a rehab facility, dining area, and beds for special round-the-clock care to stay young. Stay limber.
All right, I imagine that's going to be the next place for us to go. Can we go into the basement? I don't think so. Yeah, show those doors who's boss. Even at the retirement home, they're still advertising for Mayor Setter. But I can't get in. Can I? No. And I do not have a map for the Wellness Center exterior. Okay, let's check our case files real quick. Just to make sure there isn't something we're supposed to do here first. Oh.
I need to get the clicker to wake and close this damn case before my family gets dragged any further into it.
All right, that case is closed. Fantastic. Anderson Brothers. No, I don't need to look at this part of the wall.
Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here. The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice.
So, in essence, then, like, Odin compared the clicker to an amplifier. Like, it would just amplify Scratch's writing as well. There we go. Still for later. I've got nothing to add to those. What does it think? Oh, there we go. The lunchbox that Mandy May has the knit design I've been finding by the lunchbox.
Makes sense.
Does it? Does it make sense? How is everything clear to you now? Also, could I have driven here? There are cars parked here. Oh, well, there is the main gate, but it's closed. But in theory, I could have driven here instead of walked, which was a little bit more perilous.
I need something to cut this.
Okay. I think that's going to be progress, is I need a tool to cut my way into, through the side door. Is it on the map? For some reason, Norman's room is a point of interest. So there's a real possibility that I missed something while I was up there. Because it's not like Mandy May's room is a point of interest. Oh, what is this? A book? Note to self, hide the thing with a nice little riddle like this. Better than any actual lock. Over 200 teasers and ticklers and twisters. Riddles through the ages. $250 otter this world puns to help your conversations go swimmingly. You know, nothing makes social interactions more pleasant than than otter puns. No. No. Oh, no. Trapped. Oh no. There's no escape. Oh, whew. Whew. That was a close one. The corner of the bed almost got me. So there's nothing. All right. Let's go to the other 2 points of interest. They're on the first floor. One was the relics of Alex, Casey, and Wake. Oh. I think I skipped looking at this after the game crashed. And I didn't look at this again after the game crashed. Because the game had crashed. Huh. There's no way into the basement. Can I actually... What happens if I go up to the locked door and try to open it with Rose nearby? Oh, never mind. There's new dialogue.
Tor's in the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
It's just... There's some things that, Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
When you say things that, Okay, let's, slap the wellness center in the caseboard. Nope, still does nothing.
Odin said Tor needs help. But from what? Is he turning into a Taken?
That seems to be the case.
Watch out. For puddles. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
Also, that's a line that's said by Cynthia Weaver in the, not the puddles part. But the you can hurt yourself in the dark is said by Cynthia Weaver in Alan Wake 1. Just before Alan Wake meets the woman in black. Well, let's save our game before we cross over into the wellness center. It has been 10 or so minutes. We gotta save every second. Every chance that it is possible. Alright, it doesn't look so bad. I mean, it got suddenly darker, but you know, that's what happens in modern games with lighting, is you switch to a different area and the lighting is completely different.
I need something to cut this.
Where did we see a lock like this? We saw a lock like this over in Watery, on the west side with where the Knights of something something are. The motorcycle club. Well, we've got a map of the wellness center. It is a sizable room. Sorry, a sizable building. Anybody at reception?
Dark. Empty. Be ready, Saga.
Okay, we haven't switched over to combat mode just yet. This door is locked. Anybody in the bathroom? I was gonna say, are there medical supplies in the first aid kit? No, there is a crossbow bolt and batteries.
Hello? Tor? It's Saga Anderson.
All right. Security room is locked. Let us check the door to our right. Nothing. That box had nothing at all. Nothing at all. Patient room on our left. Here's hoping for either a shotgun or an inventory upgrade somewhere inside this place.
He's hurt pretty bad, but he tore off his bandages. Why? Tor was here.
Doc, Rose and me found Mr. Anderson knocked out on the floor by phone. Burns on hand and cut on head. Was out cold, so brought him here. Been acting strange all week. Take good care, he is VIP. VB. Let's see, chart. Tor's being violent. Bloody bandage. Assigned bed is empty. Oh, hold on. A manuscript page? Fantastic. We are down at return 5.
Poor Anderson had lightning in his veins. This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song. A gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. But the brothers were too old to stop at this time. Tor had called someone. Someone who could help. The name escaped him. Drowned beneath dark water.
Let's see, what was changed? So Tor, confronted by Weaver, is there, but what she wanted of him is different. And Tor's warning is different. Like, Alan Wake added in the calling of the calling of Saga Anderson. All right, where do we want to go from here? To the dispensary? Let's go to the... Let's take a right. Oh. Well then. And then let's move one of these batteries. And one of these painkillers. All right. It's always nice to know where the save point is. Now we will go... Should we go into rehabilitation, or should we head to the office to the security room? I think that's where I kind of want to do. Is to head towards the office to the security room. Yes, we were there before. Is this door locked?
Must be locked from the other side.
I had a feeling.
Tor, wait! It's me!
A deduction is available. Tor left through the cafeteria door.
Tor left the wellness center. Tor is being targeted. He needs help.
Can I attach these? Nope, they're still for later. Okay, we've got the dining hall. Possibly the way to the office.
Ugh, come on.
A little bit. Got me a little bit there. The door is locked electronically.
An electric lock. Looks like it's controlled remotely.
Okay, so we can go to the office, to the security room. Oh, that is way more plastic sheeting than I was expecting. Oh, anything of note in here? There's nothing at all. I feel like The Last of Us Part 1 was one of the earliest... There's probably more examples of this, but Last of Us Part 1 is one of the earliest games that I can think of that, let's just procedurally generated the, your item pickups. Because, like, you look at classic games like Doom, which celebrates its 30th anniversary today, the day that I'm recording this. And in Doom, your item pickups are static. They're always there. Your BFG is always going to be in that location. Your first aid kits, your shotgun shells, they're always going to be in the place you find them. Enemies can drop ammo, but there's always just kind of like a chance that they drop ammo. It's not like 100% of the time they drop ammo. When you're low on ammo, they 100% drop ammo. It's always just kind of like more of a random thing. And with Last of Us, you have places you can search. You have enemies you can fight. But the amount of ammo they drop is generally going to be comparative to the amount of ammo you have. If you have more ammo, they won't drop as much because you already have ammo. If you don't have ammo, they will drop more so that they replenish you to the point where you're always kind of low. You're never too much, you're never too little, you're always in that kind of basic spot. And I feel like this game does that too with its stashes. Because, like, going through areas multiple times, which I've had to do partially because of reloads because I did terribly, and partially because of game crashes, but the items don't always stay the same the second time around. It's balanced less on what the developer might expect you to use, and more on what you actually use. Okay, anybody in the bathroom? You know there's not going to be a fight in that bathroom because the room is simply too small. Ooh, hold on, is that a gun in the workshop?
This door needs a knob. A security computer.
Alright, we have a moon tracking. Learn Taekwondo, Judo, and more. Pow! I'm pretty sure these retirees aren't going to be stretching out their legs like that. Hoorah! My acceptance letter has arrived. I'm one of the gang now. Do svidanya to the boring old Vlad. Hello to the exciting new man about town, Vlad. I will buy vodka and herring to celebrate. This month will change everything will change. I had to take care of the dead raccoon over by the bunker. Smelled very bad. Not good for my hangover. Hmm?
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
Vladimir Lem. Vladimir Bloom. The cult of the tree welcomes you. Why doesn't the rest of the text appear? You have been accepted into... Oh, here we go. The most prestigious ranks of our most hallowed organization. As such, you will join our noble cause and be privy to our most guarded secrets. The ceremony will take place the day after the next new moon, as is tradition. Oh my gosh. There's just so much going on this case board. Cult initiation letter addressed to Vladimir Bloom. So would that be psychology? Who's involved? Signed by Ilmo and Jaco.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
Okay, 417 20. How many digits is this password? It's 6 digits.
The computer controls the door that Tor went through.
Okay, dates are common passwords. Let's take a look at this map again, or this calendar again. Thing is, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dates circled. Fifth is the full moon, and the 19th is the new moon. So maybe 4? No, the 17th is circled. No, it wouldn't be 4 because then that would only have 5 digits. Even though that does fit the pattern. August 8th is a third quarter moon. Let's see. Are there any circled dates that are also the moon? Their 17th is circled, and that's new moon. And 17th is also circled on August, and that's also a new moon? And 17th is also circled again on 3 of the months. Okay, so the 31st probably doesn't mean anything. The 25th probably doesn't mean anything. The 20th being circled probably doesn't mean anything. Okay, let's see if the case board gives any other... The case board does not give any other clues. It would be nice if there was like a in-between with like the giant flashlight that is almost too bright. All right, we need 6-digit number. 4 is probably not one of the digits because then like all the other digits are 5-digit numbers. 17, 17, and 17 are all circled, which leaves 20, 29, and 31. Is there any circled date that is also the first quarter moon? Don't think so. Yeah, 17, 20, 29, 31. Again, doesn't really bring me that much closer to what the actual password is. Okay, if you know what I'm supposed to be doing, let me know in the comments. Because I am incredibly confused. Let's see. 5th is a moon. So, like, that's what got me wondering whether the 4th is, because that's like the day before. And, like, I can't be using all 4 months in order to construct a 6-digit password. Maybe I need 17... 17, 20... But like a lot of these dates don't quite line up with the moon very well. Like, the moon happens the day before. And then there are some days that have pins directly above them, but that does not seem... There are days off, but that does not seem like it means anything. There are silver pins on there too, but those seem like they'd be relatively small to see in comparison to everything else. There's on the 25th. Like, why would the red circles be there then? Password name is just administrator, so there's not exactly a clue for the day after the next new moon. For some reason, I think I read it as the day before the new moon. So the new moon is the 19th, so then the 20th would be the day after. But that's not circled. So here's the only one where the date is circled directly after the new moon. Maybe 19, 17, 16? Because those are the only new moon dates. I would not make a very good hacker. I feel like I can say that with reasonable degree of confidence. Okay, so I just looked up the answer. It's 17/8/23, because that's apparently the day after Vladimir's new moon. I did not consider that I should be paying attention to the security officer who would have made the code, rather than just stare at the dates on the calendar and try to come up with some sort of connection between all of them.
And the doors are open.
Vladimir, I do not need to remind you that Tor and Odin would be ideal candidates for the cult. Please try harder to recruit them. Why did you take the doorknob to my personal room? I'm sick of old people tricks. You bring it back so I can get my rifle. I'm supposed to go on deer hunt tomorrow. If you don't, I will hunt you instead. I'm a little doorknob that's out of place, but saw these clues and you can trace the way to your private space. I meet you at the grate inside a bright glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom.
There's Tor. And he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
Actually, that's just Tor normally. That's just regular Tor. All right. Oh, hello. Ah, batteries. There's the doorknob. Do I actually have space for a rifle? No. Not a chance. Well, let's go take a look at the workspace anyway. Because maybe there's a upgrade to our inventory, which would be very convenient.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
And this was all Alan. Sorry, this is all Mr. Scratch, not Alan. Yeah, I don't have the space. Oh, hello.
Poor thing.
And I have nothing to upgrade my space with. Alright. Well. Let's go to the dispensary. Drop off some stuff in the shoebox. Let's move some batteries, some health. Shotgun shells I can't even use. All right. And then we can save our game. And go back for the rifle. As we now have the space. Patient room. That is a lot of space for that rifle to occupy. Yeah, until I can upgrade my inventory, I'm gonna have to make choices. So let us drop off the rifle and the rifle ammo. We can move this there, that there. I wonder if the way to upgrade. I figured the nursery rhymes really only get me charms. Like they don't actually upgrade my
Shit!
Close to me!
Fuck.
very rude.
Patrolling the street!
Whatever you are.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, not exactly the... hold on. Yay, excellent. Not exactly the best performance, but the job is done. So let's save the game again. I forget if we still have another first aid kit in the shoebox. We do not. Okay, that's fine. That's just fine.
Need to catch up with Tor.
Lost and found. Mittens, homemade. A notebook full of daily meal plans. A nice fountain pen. An antique hair clip. Very pretty. Address inquiries. To your friend Rose. I found a box of ammo for a hunting rifle in the cafeteria. Rose, I think you left some behind again. You really should be more careful. Take a tip from Vlad, a fellow weapon enthusiast. Always lock it up. Come collect it from me whenever you can. I bought that tea you said you liked. I can make you a cup if you want. Does Vlad want the Rose? Is Vlad interested in Rose? Oh, look, they've got muffins and pie and donuts.
This must have been Tor's.
Now it belongs to the wall. Cynthia? That's enough, Cynthia. What did we tell you about being spooky? We told you nothing because we didn't know you. But no spooky business. We don't need you trying to get into our head. Do we need to do stuff over there? Okay, let's carry on. Okay, just some maniacal laughter going on. Jamich Trebek, more shotgun shells. For the shotgun I don't have. I might have to look up where the hell the shotgun is.
Tor, don't go! Tor Anderson, you come out of here this minute. That water is bad for you. Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go! Tor! Damn.
Oh shoot, another patient of mine absorbed into the darkness.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this the story again?
Now.
Language.
With the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why? Rose watched Tor go into the pond. Why is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned. Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia or herself? Or both? Rose. Wake has returned.
Which is true. Kind of.
Oh my god. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Torringale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him. The key to this overlap is an old Gods of Asgard record. Odin will know more.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
Okay, and so this would lead to the second overlap where her and Alan met.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize to your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you, even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby. Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
Where's the museum? Is it in the manor? I don't see any other museums. I still don't have something to cut through that.
I need something to cut this.
Prohibited area, okay.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all. caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral. Shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
Am I expected to eventually go down this path as well? Well, I could eventually take that path.
I need bolt cutters.
Oh, thank you for actually emphasizing the tool that is needed to make progress in that direction, instead of just, can I cut through that? Also, we spent a lot of time wandering through the wellness center as it is now dark. Are there bolt cutters? Well, now we do have access to more areas of the manor. So we should probably take a look through there. Including the basement area, now that I think about it. Who's conversing over there? Is there somebody, like, waiting outside? Oh, hello.
Emergency muster point.
You all should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
I'm happy to get out of that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my whole life and I can't remember this building?
Nope.
House has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you pay for.
Are you injured, Mandy May?
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
A few. Artie, Gil, Cynthia.
If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming.
Are you?
It's important to be punctual. On that topic,
Are your hands
I'd like to point
bleeding?
out that our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
Mandy May, are you alright? You're bleeding.
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh no, Mandy May. Oh no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger knitting this monster of a blanket.
Have any of you noticed anything odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy. Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman. Well, no one tells Norman MacDonald what to do.
Like, put on clothes. I've heard your radio station.
Hello there. Are you Pat Maine from the radio?
That's me. And you're the federal agent everyone's been talking about. Would you have time for an interview at some point?
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Love your show, though. Very informative.
Thank you. Never compromise on quality. That's my motto. We'd be happy to have you on the show anytime, me and my listeners.
All right. At least they're okay. Though apparently Ahti is still upstairs. Oh, the Old Gods of Asgard Museum. It's on the map.
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Thor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Thor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Thor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
It's like the past connection to Saga was added in by Alan. Oh, okay, he seems okay. Let's actually save our game first. Go up, see how Ahti is doing. Is this Ahti's room? No. Ahti is on this side. Ahti, how are you doing?
Do you know anything about the cult of the tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper.
Exactly.
Who was one of them? He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, but I like his shoes.
You say Bloom was in the cult?
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
Ahti, you realize your clock is set to 0? Yeah, Finland for the holidays. I'm thinking of swapping out my crossbow for the rifle for the purposes of this next overlap fight. Huh. So she still doesn't actually, like, Cynthia's, or no, Cynthia, Rose's key fob does not access that door. Did I try it on the key fob itself or just try the doorknob? No, I cannot use it on the key fob. Who's Gale?
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
What jerks. All right, let's take a look in Cynthia's room.
Damn lights.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But look out. You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
Key for the basement. Thanks.
Great. Okay, so now I can't actually go into the museum anyway. How big is the basement? Alright, let's save our game for now. Tomorrow we'll explore the basement and the overlap. In the meantime, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.